Hello, welcome back. Appreciate you coming by. Today, as you can see, we have a new project. So let's just see what's in here. Most of you probably have already figured it out. And if it's really noisy, I do apologize because I am having to put the mic in a different spot, because of my necklace I'm currently wearing. But we are going to finally put these jewel orchids into a terrarium. Apparently, someone got tired of me saying eventually, and someone sent me this. I got this for Christmas, so that is the opening. So we will see how we're going to get everything in there. I've already pre-planned it in my head, but you know how that works out. So we have the terrarium, and I've got some waste bowls to put some waste in. I've made a mixture of small Orchiata bark, pumice stone, and I believe and I put just a little bit of lava, just a little small lava rock in here. And I'm going to use the premium soil from Orchid Supply Store, as well as the Orchiata Bark is also Orchid Supply Store. For those of you who don't know, the Orchid Supply Store does sponsor our channel, and if you'd like a 12% discount on your next purchase, just use TRISH in the coupon gift certificate area at checkout. Get your 12% off, free shipping, free shipping. I love the free shipping, whether it's one item, 100 items, doesn't matter, free shipping. And then I'm going to repurpose this bonsai grit. It does have a little bit of bark in it. I did pull out as much of the small bark as I could. It did have one of my dendrobiums in it that has recently been put on a mount. Wasn't doing well in here. I have the mycorrhizal fungi that I'm going to put in there to help with root development. I may or may not put fertilizer in there right now. Jewel orchids aren't really high feeders. I may wait until the terrarium kind of settles itself in. I couldn't find any active springtails in my orchids, but I will be watering later. If I see any, I'll add them in. But for now, there will be no springtails going in. And I also might, because this Haraella retrocala has been in this moss since August of last year. I do keep it pretty damp at all times, very rarely letting it dry out. Even though it is the New Zealand sphagnum moss, I do like to change it out every year. So I might, because if you look, there's two fans in there. There's a growth on this side and a growth on this side. Depending, I might take it out and we might use this piece of bark and kind of let it grow up against the bark, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Again, in my head, this is all working out. How it actually does work out in the end, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to put the Ladicea. I was going to put the Ladicea discolor in there, but those of you who grow this know that she takes off pretty quickly when she gets going, can get pretty large and kind of take over everything. I am just going to put this small little Mecodes here, and then the Mecodes that's over there. Let me just grab her real quick. This is the Mecodes Patola that I got from Brookside Orchids. I want to take advantage of that new growth that she has right there. So when she starts growing roots, she's growing them inside the getup. And as you can see, her leaves aren't what they should be. They're a little droopy. She's not getting enough humidity in this setup. So we will see. And I have decided I'm also going to place this up under my little coffee table I have between my chairs, so that when I do open it, it's kind of got good airflow because the fan is not right up over it, but it's kind of off center and there's a nice little flow, so it'll help pull that moisture out and help kind of reset the terrarium. We will wait and see. This is the first time I've ever done one, so bear with me as I'm doing it. If you see something that I need to fix or something that can be done, in the meantime without having to redo the whole thing, leave that in the comments below. And I do have a spoon, and I stole this actually from Nick Pelagi. I'm probably saying his name wrong. For those of you, he's a houseplant guy. Oh my God, he's got some pretty houseplants. But he uses a spoon like when he repots and everything. And I was like, that would probably work better than my pink scoop that I normally use. So that's what we're going to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put just the soil down to help create the bottom substrate. And then I forgot my little spray bottle over there, guys. I'm going to grab that. Just give me a second. Let me just spread this out. Now, I am kind of an OCD person, so my goal for this is to do everything, just be spontaneous with it. Don't try to make it look perfect. Just kind of go with the flow, whatever my little instincts and my little heart is desiring at the moment. That's what I'm going to do. All right, you know, let's see, we could just add the rest of that in there. There we go. Now I know normally you should do this after you put your plants in here, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spritz with my little spray can, my little automatic sprayer real quick, and start getting that moistened a little bit. Bear with me here. Hey, Ayala. All right, turn that on, and then just a wee bit. I'm not doing too much, just enough for that top layer. And then, let's see, I'm going to put some of this in as well. I don't know why, but it just feels like what I need to do next. Again, I've never done this before, so just kind of spread some in there. There we go. Spread it out. All right, let's see what we've got. And because I was thinking I could use the hook to kind of set it maybe in the corner right here. Kind of lean it up in there. And then the big one we'll put back here. Let me just make my little hole. And we'll get my little waste bucket here so that I can get her out. Let's see. Because I was going to do this in the kitchen, and I was like, no, I need to sit for this. So I'm just kind of digging in because all of her, she's just kind of all right here. So there we have it. And we'll move that back out of the way. The media she's coming out of was mainly moss, and then I just took that moss and stuck it in the soil. Let's see, very carefully. And this moss is pretty dry, actually. It's not damp. Yeah, that might explain too. Maybe she's just not getting hydrated enough. So that's a nice little root there. And I'm not trying to take all the moss off of here because it will be up under, hopefully, the media. But hopefully, I kind of want to show you guys her roots because she does have a nice root system going into this. Now, whether she keeps it or not, that'll be the story, right? All right. Get as much of the old off, and I feel like they're all good. None of them are mushy or anything. And, oh, all right, so here are the roots. I know you can barely see them with the moss around her. And I'm also wanting to take some of the older moss off to keep from it building up any kind of debris, not debris, algae. That's the word I'm looking for. And I'm going to go ahead and take this bottom leaf off and encourage, because we have some nubbins of something here. I don't know if that is new growth or roots. I have not had this long enough to really know what's going on. And this growth right here snuck up on me, so I haven't been able to keep a lookout. So like I said, I'm just going to move everything out of the way. And we're just going to kind of put, where is that? And there it is. So that the new growth is not in too much. There we go. Let's see. Go around here. And where is my little spoony spoon here? And we'll just kind of push things in and over. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then let's just take some of our bark mixture and put it back here. Okay. Leave in the comments if you have a terrarium and what inspired you to make a terrarium. Mine is, I just know these guys need more humidity than what I'm giving them. So that's kind of why I want to make one. And I'm just going to kind of let her lean and do what she wants to do, because once that humidity builds up in there, I'm pretty sure she's going to relax a little bit. There we go. And where is, so this, I'm just going to take, this is all we have of this one. Very, very tiny plant. Look at that. Just itty bitty. And I'm going to put her kind of in the front right here. Use my small tweezers and just kind of make a little hole maybe right here. There we go. And take my bigger tweezers, just kind of move it over. There we are. There she is. Okay. And let us turn him this way. Turn that little mount kind of sideways, and then just going to add a little bit more back here. Can you tell I've never done this before, and I'm just kind of, oh, this looks like it could go here, and this looks like it could go there. I feel like that needs to go in a different direction. Do you see how it's kind of already trying to come out? So I'm wondering if perhaps I need to turn it maybe a little more into the terrarium instead of, there we go. I think that'll work better. All right, now, should we do this or shouldn't we? You know, we're already here and we're experimenting, and it does need to be switched out. So I'm just going to squeeze, and I'm going to take the smaller piece, because I don't, I probably have to take the whole thing out, don't I? Let's just take the whole thing out. There we go. And so that we can separate these two. I'm hoping it's two. It looks like it should be two. I don't remember if it's one or two, but we're going to separate it either way. There we go. All right. So this is the piece, and she does have a dried spike maybe right there. Yep. Okay. Take that dried spike off and take that one there off. Now, she does have lots of nice little roots that are going to be going into here. And what I think I might do, since she is used to being in the moss, is put some, I probably should have done this first before I did the big one, but we're here now, guys. We're here now. So let's just put you here, because you are used to the moss. Let's turn you. I just have to turn her back into the right direction of which way she was growing, which was this way. And there we go. All right, and then put, and I know I said I was refreshing the moss and I'm using old moss, but I can always fix that if I need to. And I'm putting her in a position so that if I need to take her out because she's not doing well, then I can. All right, there is that part right there. And I had, oh, I'll be right back, guys. I thought I had everything and I don't. So I have some rock over here for decoration, and then I do have some charcoal as well. So I want to put some of that charcoal just kind of sporadically around, just to kind of help with, I meant to mix it in with my bark mixture and I forgot. So we're just going to kind of add it as a top layer there and a layer back here. And since it's already kind of wet, we'll let it go that way. And we're going to use my rock. And I'll show you guys here in just a second, but I'm going to use the rock to cover up the moss. And for decoration purposes, let's see, oh, this one's got a nice little pattern. And I did wash the rock really well to make sure there's no dirt or any debris on it that might open it up to any kind of fungi or anything. I'm hoping this works. Looks kind of cool, but you know, best laid plans. I don't know if you guys know what that is in reference to. I know some of us older folks, we had to read the book. The book is called Of Mice and Men, and that one is still kind of wanky looking. There we go. Just kind of put her right there. All right, so now there is what we have, kind of, and then let's just unintentionally drop some rocks in some places here. Over here maybe. Ah, that's what we can do. We can use a rock. Sorry if my hands are all up in the way, guys. It's one of those, I'm all up into this now and not paying attention to what I'm saying. There we go. Put a couple more rocks here for stabilization purposes. Will that work? That will work, actually. All right, let's see what we have here. Let me just close her real quick so I can pick it up. Turn her around. So, I'm kind of pleased with it, kind of how it looks. I could probably have some more. I don't want to do too much. It is my first terrarium, so we're going to kind of go with this, see what happens, and fingers crossed my Haraella retricala doesn't go downhill. If I do see she starts struggling, I'm taking her out, even though I have this other piece here. I don't want this one to go by. All right, well, dude, let's see. Now the tags, I'll probably tape those to the bottom. I don't want to put them inside the terrarium because I do know what's in there. So like I said, this is the Mecodes patola. This is just a Mecodes. It didn't come with what type it is, but I'm thinking it's along the patola line, maybe a hybrid of it. And then our Haraella retricala is in there. And then I think I have enough moisture in there for it to get started. I'll probably spray it one more time. You know what? I'm going to leave it closed for a while, see how the humidity builds up, if it builds up. If it doesn't, then I will add some water to it. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like this. I don't want to over humidify it. Again, let me know below what mistakes you saw that I made. This is my first go at this. Eventually, I would like to do a few more terrariums. I want to get some of the more high humidity loving, like miniature orchids, and maybe make some little small terrarium. Is it terrarium or terrarium? Leave down below, let me know which one it is, terrarium or terrarium, or does it just depend on like potato, tomato, tomato? Either way it goes, everybody have a beautiful day. Thank you again for coming by. If you want to follow the progress of what is going to happen to this, am I going to succeed? Am I going to take it back out and try something different? Go ahead and subscribe for my antics, and I'll see you guys later.